Well, before we begin, we've got to talk about the potty in the room. I got through this whole wonderful red build, doing great, and I forgot to put a bathroom in this house. We're moving on. We're moving forward with our lives. It's gonna be fantastic. If you desperately want this build and you want a red toilet, I will place in one of the woohoo pea bushes, whatever, and you can have a great time. Okay, let's go. Hello and welcome back to my channel where we are doing something a little bit different today. This video is the first in my build series, the Rainbow Build Challenge. So I'm going to be making lots, probably mostly houses, but maybe some other community lots if I get really, really bored or really creative. So yeah, this is the first one, our little red house. Not so little, actually. I made this house like surprisingly big. I wasn't expecting this to become as elaborate as it became, but I had fun with it and definitely saw some new swatches as I was going through all of the red options. Aside from being super fun and just something to switch things up, definitely the biggest thing you can pull from doing a challenge like this is just getting more familiar with the build buy mode menus. You'd be shocked at the stuff that might be lurking in packs that you just like haven't looked through, especially those packs that came out really early on, like Cats and Dogs, City Living. I think it is really worth going back and digging into those packs. They are good packs, even though they came out super early, too early, and the game has changed a lot. There's great content. Where I grew up, most of the buildings are made of bricks, so I don't see that enough in The Sims. I see like cottagey things, and there are these random brick swatches, but I feel like they're more decorative than anything else, whereas I grew up around a lot of homes that are all brick, so I tried to do something like that here. I also made a kind of a shed out back with these like worn red slats that I really loved, and that's gonna be a little kind of like garage chill, multi-purpose music making space, if you will. I think pretty much all of the doors and windows in this build are from the new Growing Together pack, and I think they're really nice swatches. I was surprised to have so much craftsman style build buy materials when we already kind of have that in the game, but they are really nice updated pieces and they would probably work really well with Cats and Dogs that has a ton of craftsman style content. Like this awning room divider thing with the stained glass windows is so gorgeous. I had to find literally any place I could put it in here, and I really enjoy that it's like right in the entryway. For the inside of this build, I tried to go with a bit more of a contemporary and minimalist vibe. I think I ended up using a lot of the Tiny Living stuff, the Growing Together pack, obviously. Yeah, it kind of draws from everywhere. There are so many red swatches. This, of the entire series, I bet is one of the easiest. I guess that's why I went kind of big for this build, because I knew that I would probably be able to get a lot out of the red swatches in the game. Whereas down the line, it's going to get interesting in this series, I think. One thing I've already noticed in working on these solid color builds is that there are some things in the menu where you're like, why is this listed as this color? Like, there somewhere in here, I paused, but I'm not going to be able to go through and find the clip, but there is a chair that is completely blue, entirely blue, and it comes up listed as red in the game. I don't know why. So there's some of these odd items, and I don't know. I feel like I might have to do a spotlight of it at some point because it drives me insane. But if I was actually following the rules, there would be a couple items in here that are like, that is not red at all. Random side note, those dressers that I just placed in this bedroom are one of my favorite items in the whole game. They fit into so many different styles of rooms. They're just very simple. Love the glass. Don't see the glass on dressers enough. And yeah, they're just really cute, like all worn down. They're from Cats and Dogs. I also love that 3-panel mirror situation That's from City Living, I believe. And just so you know, I have play tested that before and snuck those into really tiny corners, and it is playable. I have really no idea why you would want this build. A home without a bathroom, as I've mentioned. Uh, don't know why you would want to download this, but if you do want to download this or any of my other builds, I have a few now on the gallery. If you check out the description box below, you can find my ID and you can search me up in the gallery and download this for yourself. Uh, this this isn't even on the gallery yet. Please ask me if you want this, but I don't know why anybody would want this. Well, just go to the gallery and look at my other builds then. The kitchen took on this super cottagecore country style vibe really quickly. There's not a lot in the way of red swatches in the cabinets and stuff. Like, I just had a really hard time and got frustrated and also went off script a little bit. I cheated. I cheated in this build. I didn't have a bathroom, and I used some wooden cabinets that are light brown, so I don't know, I couldn't bring myself to put on some of those horrible red swatches, so I cheated. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's the only item that I did that with, and I'm sorry, and I apologize. I guess I'm trying to stay within theme, which I did. That was really the only exception. But I also wanted to make it look like an actual house that has some sort of cohesion just with the packs that I have. So that was my one cheat, and I stand by it. I'm really excited to be creating a series for the first time, though. I've always really liked these solid color build challenges, so it's fun to actually get to put together my own little rainbow on my channel. So if this is the kind of challenges you'd like to see, I'd love it if you'd leave a like on the video, and you can even comment down below any suggestions or ideas. Also, The Sims 4 has been around since 2014, and to be honest, I feel like we've gotten really stale on challenges. We have been doing Not So Berry in a lot of these for years and years and years, and honestly, I kind of just want to see something totally different, whether it's a let's play, build challenge. I just think we need to like breathe new life a little bit. Love the SimZ shell challenge, love the challenges that have come out, but maybe just looking for something new and fun. So I'm just putting some last finishing decoration and clutter touches inside the house before I go to my favorite part of the build, which is that back shed garage music studio space that I kind of mentioned earlier. I feel like I can see myself hanging out in this space. Like, it's sort of storage, there's some like knickknacks, but it's also a lot of recreation. It's kind of a chill zone, but really for one person. I got to include a keyboard, this punching bag, a guitar, and even the dartboard. I don't think I've literally ever used the dartboard in a build, and I still haven't playtested this, honestly, but it just seemed fitting. It was a red swatch. I think that's the cool part about these challenges, is just being like, oh, I guess I've never used that, but it kind of works. Every once in a while, I'll see a Sims challenge floating around on YouTube that gets me really excited, and one of them is the building around a single item, like just having one item inspire an entire build. There are just certain items that take up either a lot of space physically or a lot of space in your own brain as you have to look at your Sims build, and you just want to see if you can somehow make it work. So I've been thinking about doing something like that too. And if you've enjoyed this video so far, I just want to say thank you very much, and I'd love it if you left a like or a comment, even if you'd like to leave suggestions or you want to roast me for something I did in this build. If you're interested in the rest of this series, as this is part 1 of a number of different colors, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll be able to see my videos. I should be putting up my next build relatively soon, probably within the next week, so definitely look out for that. I'm so excited for the series, and I can't wait to see what you all think about them. It's gonna get a little wacky. They'll all look very different, but it's gonna be a good time no matter what. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the rest of the build, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.